How are we doing on time? Do we need additional time?
No.
We started early, so that's why I didn't start the timer for us. Is everybody close to being done?
Yes.
Okay, can I get a thumbs up for those that are close to being done? Okay. All right, so what if I give us 2 more minutes, exactly? That's good on time? Okay, I'll give us exactly 2 minutes to work on this. Because we actually got started early. I anticipated. All right. I'm glad that you are getting in touch. Make sure you start by filling in the files and don't forget to write your name, okay? So that way you can get credit for it, right? So I don't want to mistake it as someone else's work. I want to make sure you get credit for what you do. Yes. Alright, we got less than 20 seconds. I will start finishing up my thoughts. I haven't had a chance to do that. Alright. So now that we've all had a chance to work on dissecting the prompt, what are some of the things that we wrote inside of our verb column in the prompt? Amari? Exploring. Okay. Do we all agree that that's a verb? Do we all agree? That is correct. That is correct. Julia?
Support.
Say that again?
Support.
Oh, support. So is that a noun or a verb? Which column did you write that in for?
The verb.
Yes, that is an action to support. Okay. Anaya? And which column did you write that in? So, okay, so just to make sure we're all clear, so everybody's in the verb column. Okay, so that is correct. Yes, Sama? Can you project a little? I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time. Answer. That's also a verb. J-U?
Couldn't it also be a noun?
And depending on the context, yes, it can be also used as a noun.
Is it a noun?
Where are you reading it? Where do you see that? In this context. Yeah, that does make more sense. You could, I would argue that in this context it is being used as a noun, but it also can be used as a verb in different contexts. So yes.
So, can we keep it as a noun?
Technically, in this context, yes, because it's used as such, but it can be used as a verb. There are exceptions. If you're like giving an answer, right? Shape as a what? Correct. Alright, do we have any more terms that we've included in verbs? Jakari's got a hand up? Or hand up? Okay. Amari? Can you project, speak up, sorry, because I can't hear you. Use, yes, that will also be a verb. Sama?
Turn.
Wait, I can't. I wanna make sure I can hear you. Can is kind of like a preposition more so than, but I get what you're saying. It can be used as a preposition. Yes. Expressing, yes. Expressing is another verb.
And night is also correct because we had said it already.
Yes, correct. All right. Have we all gotten all the terms for verbs so far? All right, so let's go over our noun column. What are some of the terms that we've placed in our noun column? Yes, Jane. Individual. Yes, that is correct. Jennifer?
Paragraphs.
Paragraphs, those are also nouns. Snyder?
Evidence.
Evidence is also a noun, perfect. Julia?
Experiences.
Experiences. Amar? Identity, that's also a noun. Do we have any others? Jennifer?
Evidence.
Did we mention evidence? Yes. Snyder? Yep, our essay in of itself is a noun. Julia? That's it's more of a preposition.
No, the number form.
Oh, the number form, sorry, I thought you said four. But yes, that is also a
What
noun.
about there and they?
Those are more possessives. We're getting into possessives rather than actual noun versus verbs. Yeah, but those are possessive nouns. Okay. All right. So, oh, sorry, I went too quickly. All right, so we're gonna go very quickly over some of our possible responses. And many of you have already mentioned those, right? So some of our new words, so to speak, include write, expressing, exploring, use, support. On the other hand, sorry, I want to make sure everybody can see this. For our noun terminology, we have informative essay. We have individuals can develop their understanding of their identities, so depending on how you want to group your terms. Experiences that shape who they are and who they want to be, those are also grouped in the noun category, and evidence from the text. So when we're able to break down what it is exactly that we're expected to do when writing this essay, it helps us to understand it a little bit better. So do we feel a little bit more confident knowing what it is that we're going to be expected to do in our essays? Now that we've been able to break down the prompt? Yes. Okay. And why is that, Kirby? Why do you feel like you're more confident in writing this? Okay, you can share. So you feel like this is already a strength for you. But is it more helpful to sit down and break down each of the vocab terms in terms of helping you understand what it is that you're being asked to do? Did you feel like this was more helpful? Was it a little bit more confusing? What do you think? I want to hear your honest feedback. Okay, so Julia, explain to me. Can you give me some more feedback as to why you felt that way?
Because normally we probably just break down the prompt and make some annotations of the story as we read it, but we wouldn't like break down the book, we wouldn't like break down the prompt with synonyms, vocab
normally the focus would be on the reading itself, but not on the actual prompt. Okay. Did anybody else have any other thoughts that they would like to share? Okay. All right, so we're gonna get ready to move on to our next task. All right. So now we're gonna kind of dive into what it's like to create a claim. So at the very top of step 2, it kind of gives you some directions as to how we're going to work on the development of writing our claim. So with a partner, an elbow partner, somebody who's sitting next to you immediately, and at a level 2 voice, making sure you're not going too far, we're going to dive right into that. So, does everybody have a partner? I just want to make sure. No. Well, it should be the person that's immediately next to you. Okay, so Christiana, Julia, Anais, Sama, Jennifer, Jeffrey, and Alex. Schneider, do you mind working? You have a partner? Well, it might have to, because otherwise you won't be able to have a partner. Okay. You want to do 3? Okay, because then y'all would have to work together. So, would there be difficulty with y'all working together? Y'all think y'all would be able to work together? I know y'all got conflicts in the past. So then y'all will have to be a group of 3 then.
With him?
With all 3 of you. Y'all are just sitting against the person that's closest to you. Okay.
With him? You got a partner right there.
Right, that's what I'm saying, the 3 of you will work together. Okay. All right. Okay, make sure we are okay with working together. All right. Just want to make sure that works. 2 of you. Okay. So everybody should have a partner. There shouldn't be any conflicts of any sort. So we're going to be looking at how do we create our claim, right? So what is a claim? Can anybody tell me what a claim is exactly? And why do we need them in essays? What's the point of having a claim? Yes, Jakari?
I think a claim is like your opinion.
Okay, we're kind of getting there. Would anybody else like to elaborate on what a claim is and why do we need it? It kind of tells us right above the claim section. What does it say? Can you read this bullet point?
We need to write the thesis in order to set for our
Can you read that a little bit louder, Kervin, so everybody can hear?
We need to write a thesis in order to set the purpose for our writing.
So keep going.
This sentence will be the final line of our introduction.
Keep going.
It acts as a roadmap.
Keep going. Keep going.
For us to keep our writing focused and remind us of the point we're making. For our reader, it lets them know what will be coming in our writing.
Okay, so when we come up with a claim, essentially it helps to keep the purpose of our writing and the focus of our writing, so that way we don't go off on a tangent, right? So if I'm writing an essay about lions, I don't want to randomly start talking about cats, right? But it's easy to go off on a tangent if we're not clear what our claim is or what our argument is to begin with, right? So that's why it's important for us to be able to understand how our claims guide us when writing our essay, right? So we know that it's our roadmap, right? It helps us to show the reader what parts we're going to be discussing in our writing. So now I'm gonna have y'all, I wanna give y'all the opportunity to kind of discuss what types of claims would you create, given the prompt that we just read and we went over. If we were going to come up with a claim of our own, what would that be? So on the board, I have my own example, and the question that we have, remembering that our claim will consist of our question and stating that question. I would be asking, well, how do individuals understand their identities? Well, once you get a taste of your independence, you won't want to go back. So that's part of the question, and that's part of me making my claim, right? My claim is that once you get a taste of independence, you won't want to go back. Okay?
So